Okay, let me just adjust the quality for a second. Okay, that's great. Okay, then. Hello, everyone. Hello, guys. Hello, Harsh, Rishabh, Sindhuja, Pooja, Abhishek, Sabir, Abhishek again. Hello, Akriti, Sanjay, Haris. Good evening, guys. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, and welcome to the day 3 of this JavaScript Essentials. I hope you guys can hear me. I hope I'm audible. I hope you guys can see my screen as well, right? Everyone? Good evening, guys. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Abdullah, Jagdish, Sukanta. Good evening, guys. Good evening, everyone. Okay. So yesterday we had some problem. So basically, I don't know what was happening yesterday. Yesterday it was some kind of YouTube glitch maybe. So we were unable to see the charts. We were unable to see the screen. So I don't know what was happening. So first of all, really sorry for yesterday, guys. Okay. Now then, whatever we planned to do yesterday, now let's do it today again. As we planned, we're going to do calculator as you guys suggested, and we're also going to create a digital clock, right? So good evening, guys, and yes, good morning, CTSO, and good evening to everyone. Okay, welcome to the day 3, guys. Welcome to day 3, all of you. Okay, so as planned, let's start with calculator. Let's finish up calculator, and after that, let's move on to the digital clock. And I really hope that you guys are excited for today's session as well, because I'm very excited to create these two projects. So I really hope that you guys are excited as well. So please show me some excitement in the chat, guys. Everyone. Now, as you can see, I have simply created a calculator folder here. Inside that, I simply have a calculator.html and a calculator.js files. Simple. Nothing written, a simple blank HTML, a simple blank JS, and only I have linked my JS file to my HTML, which is very normal. So whatever I did yesterday, some basic div creation, I have also removed that. We are again starting from scratch, the complete design with the complete logic. Okay, so guys, let's start. So first of all, what we'll do is we'll divide our calculator project in two parts. First, we'll complete the design, and then we'll move on to the functionality. Okay, so first quickly, let's take 10 minutes and complete the whole design. 10 to 20 minutes because designing takes a little time. So let's quickly go and design it. Okay, so first of all, asterisk. For all the elements by default, margin will be 0. Padding will be 0. That means no default styling will be there, and also box sizing will be border box. So the basic styling is done. Okay, it's like a basic reset. Even if you don't do this, nothing will happen. It's just for some basic styling, so that no element has a default margin, no element has a default padding. That's all. Okay, you know, right? The body by default, body element has a default margin, ul element has a default padding. So for that purpose only we do this, so that no element has a default margin or default padding. Okay, now let's quickly go here, create a section, and then let's give it a class of container, something like that. Okay, what is scratch? Scratch means from, okay, now how can I explain that? Scratch basically means from start. Not, we have done nothing, we are starting everything from scratch. That means from the bottom, from 0. That's what it means. Okay, so then let's go, guys. Dot container, let's give it a width of 100% and a height of 100 VH. So basically it will take full screen. And also let's give it a background color of light gray. Okay, let's see our output now. Okay, let me just take a browser window for you. Here we go. See that, guys? Everyone, we have a gray area, simple gray div, nothing big, simple gray section, nothing big. Okay, now inside this, I want to create my calculator container. So I'm going to create a div, and I'm going to give it a class of, let's say, calculator, something like that. Calculator. So, guys, I'm very bad at spelling, so don't mind if I make a mistake somewhere. Okay, calculator. So dot calculator. Let's give it a height of around, let's say, in future we're going to remove the height, or we can simply give padding. So let's give it a width first. We're not going to give it a height. Give it a width of around, let's say, 40%, and give it a height of around, no height actually. Yes, I planned this. No height, only padding. So padding from top and bottom, I'm going to give around 40 pixel, and from left and right, I'm going to give around 20 pixel, something like that. Okay, and also a background color for now, just white. So here we go. It is still big, right? 40% is still big. So let's go and let's make it around 30%. You can also give in pixels, okay, or maybe 25% because my screen is big. That's why I'm taking this much width. In your PC, it might look a little bigger, but for that, you can simply use CSS responsiveness and make it look in any way in any device. So you can use CSS responsiveness and you can make it look good in any device. Right now, I'm only working for this particular screen. Okay, let's center it quickly. So for that, we're going to go to the parent container and we are going to give it display of flex, justify content center, align items center. This will completely center the div. Here we go. We have it here. Now inside this, we're going to create all our elements, buttons, text fields, all that stuff. So guys, let's start. So the first thing I need is the area where I'm going to display all my things, all my calculations, all my numbers, whatever I write, all that stuff, right? So let's go. Let's call it a div. Give it a class of what should we call it? Let's call it input. Not input. Let's call it. Okay, what should we call it, guys? Uh, Fine. Let's call it input. Okay, or user input, so that we don't get confused. Because there is also an input tag, right? So that we don't get confused in the name. Let's call it user input. So dot user input. Give it a width of 100%, exactly same. Give it a height of, for now, let's say 100 pixels, and give it a background color of red. Just for now, guys, don't worry. After some time, we'll remove all this. So here we go. This is my input area. You can make it a little shorter, maybe. So I can do this, maybe not 100, let's say 70. And also, I'm going to reduce the top and bottom padding. Same padding, 20-20. 20 from left and right, 20 from top and bottom. Enough. So this red area will be my input area. Okay. And below that, we'll have our button area. All the controls and all the buttons will be here. So one more div, and we're going to give it a class of controls, because here we're going to have all our buttons: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, all that stuff: multiply, divide, add, subtract, equals to, all that, clear, all that buttons we're going to have here. Okay, guys. So then let's go ahead. First of all, let's also give this some CSS so that we can at least see it. So dot controls, give it a padding from top and bottom. So top and bottom padding will be 20 pixel, left, right, nothing, 0 pixel, and give it a width of 100% as well. And for now, just give it a background color of yellow green. Just to see that, guys, don't worry, right? What is the difference between percentage and pixels? Pixel is like natural unit of screens or images, or digitally it's a natural unit, pixels, right? Percentage depends on the element or the screen you're working with. For example, 700 pixel will always be 700 pixel no matter in which screen you open. Okay, so if this is 700 pixel, it will always be 700 no matter your device is smaller or bigger. The element size will be always this. Percentage means my width depends on my parent or my screen, right? So if you tell me, okay, you be 50, I'll give you a width of 50%. It basically means whatever your parent's width is, 50% of that. So that is what basically percentage is. Percentage is always relative to the parent. Pixel is like a free flowing unit. Pixel is fixed. Pixel 20 pixel is 20 pixel no matter where in the world or in which screen you open it. So that's the difference between pixel and percentage. Okay, percentage is relative to the parent always. Basically, if I like, let me show you one thing. So see, right now I have given this a width of 25%, right? Now if I reduce the width of the parent, see, the width of the calculator area also gets reduced because it is relative to the parent. If my parents get smaller, I will also get smaller because my width is 50% of my parent. So using percentage good practice? Yes. If you're working with responsiveness, mostly yes, it's a good practice. It's not like you cannot work with pixels. You can also work with pixels. It's just it will become a little hard to maintain. When you do responsiveness and all that stuff, it will become a little hard to maintain. So it's not like it's a good practice. It's like, yes, it is effective, a little more effective, and yes, kind of better. So that in responsiveness, it will help you a lot. So normally how I work, I always give my width in pixels and height. Sorry, I always give my width in percentage and height in pixels. Why? Because when you do responsiveness of your site, we only mostly work with widths. That's why I always keep it in percentage. So Don't worry about good or bad practice. Pixel is also fine. It is the natural unit, but yeah, it will save time if you give percentage. That's all. Okay, guys, so here we have the green area in which all my buttons will go. Now, quickly in the red area, I want to create my input field in which the user will write the text and all that stuff, right? So input, give it a class of INP, okay? And let's give it, and you can also give a placeholder if you want. So start here, something like that. If you want that, that's all. Start here, let's go, dot INP, give it a width of 100%, exactly same height. We have not given it any height, so we can also give it a height of 100% in this case. And yeah, color is white anyway. So here we go, exactly same input. I don't need these borders, so I'm going to remove them. So I'm going to simply say border none, like that. So yeah, we cannot see it. For some time, let's keep it, guys, so that there's no confusion. For some time, let's just keep it there. For some time, let's keep it. Okay. Font size of, let's say, around 30 pixel. No, 30 will be too big, right? 25 pixels, something like that. 20 will be enough, I feel. 20. Yes, kind of enough. And then, don't worry, guide. At the end, it will look amazing. I'll try that at least. Not text align, text indent of 10 pixels, like that. So here we go. And I'm planning to actually reduce the height of user input from 70 to maybe 60. Yep, much better. Okay. Now let's quickly create all the buttons. Don't worry, at the end, we'll do a complete styling where it will start looking good. Don't worry at all. Right now, just keep your focus. Let's quickly create the buttons, guys. So for buttons, you can either use buttons or you can also use divs. It doesn't matter. At the end, we are going to perform events only. So it's totally up to you. You can use buttons, real buttons, or you can use divs. So let's go, guys. Let's quickly do that. So let's create, what should we go with? Button or div? Let's go with buttons. Anyway, we're going to style it. So button, okay, and give it a class of control underscore button, something like that. Okay, and let's write one. First button should be one, right? One. Sir, what is text? What is text? So Kanta, I'm not understanding that. Your question is what is text? I think you're asking what is text indent. I'm assuming that you're asking what is text indent. So it's basically the gap between the border and the first line. That's it. The gap. So basically this gap, see, initially there was no gap, right? See, initially there was no gap in here. But if I give this, it is basically the gap between the border and the first line of your paragraph. Or if it is a single line, then yeah, the gap. That's it. So guys, I'm planning to keep around 4 buttons in one line. Okay. So that's what I'm going to do. Don't worry. First of all, let's quickly do that. So, yep, it will be 1. Then this will be 2. Then this will be 3. And then here I'm going to put my plus operation, something like that. And copy these 4 buttons. Paste it once more. Then here I'm gonna have, okay, 1 2 3, then 4, then 5, then 6, and here we can have our minus operation. It is going like this. See, right now it's going in one line. Don't worry, we'll adjust all of that. And you can put these buttons anywhere, guys. Don't follow my sequence. I'm not telling you to follow my sequence only. You can follow any sequence. You can just give 1 2 3 in one line. It's totally fine. It's your calculator. I'm just trying to follow the standard way. So 4 5 6, and then 7, then 8, then 9, and then here I'm going to put plus minus is done, right? Multiplication. Okay. And then after that, again, one more set. Now what, guys? 0, because we don't have 10, right? We don't have 10, 11. 0 final. Then here I can put my division. Here I can put my, what do you say, clear button. So C, or whatever you want to call it. And here I can put my equal to button. Okay. So all the buttons are done. Now let's quickly adjust them. They are not looking good at all, right? So let's quickly adjust all of them. Let's give all of them a style. Control button. Oh, where is my CSS? On top, right? Here we go. So control button, I want to give you a few things. So I want to give you a width of around maybe 20% and a height of around 50 pixel. And for now, a background color of gray and a font size of 18 pixel. So here we go. We'll have something like this. See, now don't worry. We are still not done yet. We'll style all of them. Don't worry, guys. Okay, now we can give some kind of gaps here. So first of all, what I want is I'll go to controls. I'll again give it display of flex. And then to create gaps between all of them. Okay, first of all, also they are going in one line. So to remove that, flex wrap. Oh, decimal point. Yes, yes, yes. Let's add it. I forgot. Let's add it. Don't worry. We'll add it. Let's first of all adjust all of this. Then we can add one more button at the end. So guys, this is what we have right now. Okay. Now, I also want some kind of gap in between. So what I'm going to do is, okay, right now it's 4 buttons in one line, right? No need to worry. Just give a column gap of around 20% each, right? My button is 20% each. So at the end, we have around 20% left. So I need 3 gaps. So around 4% gap. Here we go. A little more gap we need here. So what we can do is, and I'm planning to reduce the width as well. Okay, it doesn't matter in this case. It's totally fine for now. We just have to give some extra width. Okay, 1, 2, 3. What is 20 divided by 4, guys? What is 20 divided by 4? How much is it? Come on, everyone. Oh, I think I'm doing some wrong calculations here. It will be around 6 point something. I know that. Yes, 6 point something. 6 point. Okay, if you can't calculate, then in CSS you have something called as calc. Okay, and just put it there. 20%. Okay, divided by how many spaces I need? 1, 2, 3. Actually, I need 3 spaces. So divided by 3. That's all. Yes, that is fine. I actually want divide by 3 because I need 3 gaps, right? I'm so sorry, I forgot. I was putting 4. I need 3 gaps. So here we go. Perfect gaps. Here we go. So if you don't want to calculate, you have a function or a simple property or a simple method in CSS called as calc, in which you can put 20% divided by 3. Here I wanted 3 gaps. That's why I divided with 3. So 1 gap, 2 gap, 3 gap, and that's sorted. So sorry, I asked for 4. So sorry. I thought I'll be having 4 gaps. And that's it. So I feel I can increase the height a little bit more. Or I think I should give width in pixel. That will be much more better because I need proper squares here. So let's give it around 70 pixel height, maybe. Yep, kind of squarish now. And let's also give all of them a border radius of 50%. So that will have circular buttons. Only if you want circular buttons, guys, it's totally up to you. Little more height, maybe 75 pixels. I think it's getting too big, right? Do we need this big buttons? No, right? I think we can reduce it. I think we should reduce it a little bit, right? Don't worry, at the end it will definitely look good. I think, but we should right now reduce it. So let's go, guys. Let's go. Let's go and remove the width of 20%. Let's give width in pixels for now because we need a proper square. So height 50 pixel, width 50 pixel. It's getting too big, right? I don't want that big. So this will be enough. Very small. 60, 60, something like that. Okay. Maybe 70, 70. Yep, all cool, all set. And now what we can do is, where is my controls? I can just do align items center, and here we go. So sorry. Justify content center. Justify content center, and here we go. All the buttons are in center. Now I also need gaps vertically. So for that, I'll use row gap. Row gap of around 20 pixel will be enough for now. Here we go. We have this one, and this is what we wanted. Now let's quickly style them, everyone. So first of all, remove this yellow green. We don't need it. Remove that yellow green. And now we don't want them to be gray. First of all, remove the border from the button. So border none. Gone now. And give it light gray. Not exactly gray. Yep, something like this. See, start looking better, right? started looking better. And now you can remove the border from the text field as well if you want. You can remove the border, or in this case, you can give some kind of color to this, a background color to this if you want, only if you want. Should we give color? Sir, I learned the concept, but I am not able to apply the code by myself. I always need to watch the code. I understand the concept, but I don't know. So, Chavi, you will need a lot of practice. That only comes with practice. It's fine if you're watching code right now, but you have to practice a lot. That's the whole thing. You have to practice. The more you practice, it will automatically start coming into your mind. I think you're right now at some starting stage, right? Yes, we're going to do that. I'm just thinking, should I decrease the width a little bit? Or we can remove the padding now. We don't need that much padding. So we can remove the left right padding on the calculator, right? No, actually, let's keep it. Okay, that's fine. The controls are done. And yes, someone is suggesting a dot, right? We need a dot. We'll put that as well. Don't worry. And now let's go. Yes, I'm going to give shadow. Don't worry. I'm definitely going to give shadow. I'm just thinking of some color combination. I'm trying to think of some color combination. What color combination should we have? I'm just trying to think of some color combination. Should we give it yellow, green, or something else? Just thinking. Okay. So let's give this user input div a different color than red. Okay. So give this user, where is my input? Yes. Give it a background color of transparent so that I can see that red in the background, and remove the border. Border none, and make the color white. So that now whatever I write will come in white. See, like this. I also don't need this color. So first of all, outline none, something like this. And now don't need red. I need a different shade of red. So let's try a different shade of red. Let's go here. Don't need exactly this red. So let's try a different shade like this. Something like this will do. Black and gray. Okay. So no, not this one. This is very bad. Should we go for black and gray? Should we go for black and gray? We can try that. Why not? So let's give this a background. So it is having white, right? So let's give this a good background first. So where is this white container? Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. You know that it takes time, right? Designing all this stuff. So something like this, maybe. Okay, where is my background color? Okay, and now we don't need red. So let's go remove the red as well. So here we go. Something like this will be there. And now I'm planning to actually increase the padding a little bit from top and bottom. So just to increase the height in this case. So maybe 50 pixel from top and bottom like this. Okay, so we have the start here, something like this. Is that clear, guys? Everyone? Now you can also make the font weight a little bolder in this case. So input font weight a little bold, maybe. Now whatever I write will be a little bolder. So I can write 23 plus 45 and different font family. So let's try a font family as well. So font family, Cjo UI. Okay. And also, where is that? Where is that? Where is that? Where is that? Input field. Yep. Increase the height to like 80 pixels now. Yep. Perfect. See, guys? So fine, kind enough. And also I think we should go to the calculator and give it designing is always a pain, not like a very bad thing. It's always good, but yeah, here we go. So kind of clean and simple. Okay. Is it clear, guys? Everyone? So we have all these buttons, and yes, we forgot to give cursor pointer. So let's quickly go and give that to our buttons. White border to what? To this one. Okay, we can try it. You guys want that? So where is our user input? Where is our input? Yep. Border 1 pixel solid white and border radius of 20 pixel. Okay, cool. Is this cool, guys? Fine. Can we write validation for only numbers? Possible. It's not only for numbers. We also have to write validation for operators then. Plus, minus, multiply, divide, this, all that stuff. So we also have to write it for that only. Okay. Is this clear, guys? So now, fine. Good enough design. Not looking very bad. Fine, right? Not looking very bad. Just go ahead and give a shadow. A little bit of shadow. So let's just give that. Initially, everything always looks bad. Don't worry when you start creating the structure. So box shadow 0, 0, 20 pixel gray. Let's see. Here we go. Now we have a shadow in the background. So now much more better, right? Or maybe little darker gray in this case. So you can just give it a little darker shadow. See, our calculator is also kind of responsive. See that? Kind of responsive, not very responsive. We still need to write some more things for that. But fine, kind of responsive. A little darker shadow maybe. No, light shadow is fine. Not gray, but yep, this color. And also to the container, I'm not going to make it exactly light gray. I'm going to make it a little whiter. Yeah, this is good color. Okay, so here we go. Good enough. Just change some colors and here we go. Now let's add some user animations, not user animations, some button animations, sorry. So let's quickly go that. And when I hover on it, what I need to do. So let's go. Hover. First of all, few things. Cursor pointer so that I go on that. It should become pointers. And what else? We can just give it transition so that any animation that I perform should take a little time. So 0.3 seconds. Now on hover, guys, what color should we give to the buttons? Everyone. I think we should give the exact same color that we have in the background, so that it will look like you're clicking it. Wait, I'll show you. It will definitely look like you're clicking it now. See. No, on hover, I don't want to do that. I want to do it on active. Background color this and color white. Something like this. Plus, yep, I think that much is fine. Kind of. And yes, let's just take the text a little bolder. So font weight bold. Yes, that's what you're doing. Now see, guys. See that, everyone? And you can reduce the transition a little bit to maybe 0.1 second so that it happens a little faster. Now see, everyone. So now you have a click effect. So when you click, it's having an effect, right? Guys, are we cleared? Now see, again, it's totally up to you. You can make it a little more better in design. You can make it definitely a little more better, but that's fine. We don't have a lot of time. Otherwise, we would have literally like, okay, border white. Let's do that. You guys are really good in suggestions. That's amazing, actually. Border again, 1 pixel solid. Okay, last thing in design, guys. Now we have to focus on functionality. Okay, cool. Fine, all set. So we have this click effect and that's fine. Okay, now design is done. Not looking very amazing, but still I think, yeah, looking good. Not really bad at all. Now the main logic starts. Now when I click on 1, here it should come 1. When I click on 2, here it should come 2. So basically whatever I click, it should come here, right? Whatever I click, it should come here. Just for the C, that is for clear and equal to, they will not come here. For them, I want to perform different operations. Okay, please repeat click effect. See, it's simple. We have control button active. That means whenever you click on it, whenever you press your mouse on it, background color will change to blackish, color will become white, and border will also become white. So no logic yet. It is just the CSS effect. That's all. Cleared? Now guys, let's go. Let's go everyone. No, not on key up. No YH. We're not going to use on key up. We're not pressing our keyboard keys, right? We're going to press our mouse. So it's not a key event. It's a mouse event. It's a pointer event, right? Now guys, first of all, I am going to create a function. Function set value. Guys, please focus. Function set value, and it will receive a parameter. It will receive an argument from somewhere. So let's say something like v comes, or let's say val. Okay. So something like val will come inside it. And what I want to do it, whatever val comes, I want to put it inside this input field. So basically what I'm trying to do is I will call this function whenever I click on any button, and whatever value I send, it should be coming here. So let's do that. So first of all, let's give this input field a ID of, or ID, or you can also use query selector in this case. So let's use this INP. Document dot query selector INP dot value equals this val. That's all. Equals this val. So whenever this function will be called, a val will come. In this case, guys, you can name it anything. It's simply a parameter. So a data will come, and I'll simply put that data in the input field's value. That means in here. Now then, let's call this function on our button. So let's go to the button. On click, set value. And guys, if I click on this, what data do I want to pass? I know the chat's a little delayed. If I click on this, what data do I want to pass, everyone? I want to pass 1, right? And yes, thank you so much, Harsh. I forgot to mention this dot here. Thank you so much. So whenever I click on this button, I need to pass 1. So let's see if it is working. And here we go. See that, guys? You saw that, everyone? Now when I click on that button, 1 goes. So basically on click, set value, and I pass 1, that 1 goes inside this variable, and then that variable is settled input fields value. That is basically this area. Now then, let's call that on every function and every button, basically. So copy this, put it here, and for this it will go 2. Copy this, put it here, and for this it will be 3. Copy this and put it here, and for it will be 4. Oh, sorry, plus, not 4. You cannot directly pass plus because they are considering it an expression. Why internal CSS? Just because we didn't have a lot of CSS to do, right? That's why. You guys are always free to use external CSS. It doesn't matter that much, right? So guys, put your plus inside single quotes because they are considering plus as an operator in here. So don't forget to put your plus inside single quotes. Okay. And again here, 4. Here it should be 5. Here it should be 6. And here I'm going to put minus. So let's just go and put again double quotes and minus. Sorry, single quotes and minus. Again, let's go here. So sorry. For this, it will go 7. For this, it will go 8. Now, guys, see, this is one method of doing it. There are various methods and more better methods of doing it. It's just right now we are new, right? We are just learning JavaScript DOM manipulation so that everyone can understand we are doing this way. Okay. And for initials, it is fine. For beginners, this is the best way. Once you learn a little more JavaScript, you'll find better ways of doing this. For this, it will be 0. And for this, it will be slash. That's all, right? We don't want to call it, we don't want to call this set value function on C or equal to. For them, we have a different function. Now then, let's see if it is working, guys. So let's see. 1, perfect. 2, perfect. 3, perfect. Plus 4, 5, 6, minus 7, 8, 9, multiply 0, slash. Works perfectly fine, but there is one problem, right? And the problem is when I click on the new button, the old data gets removed. And that's fine. It will definitely happen because you are resetting the value every time. You're telling it to reset the value every time. So if you don't want this, first I'll tell you the shortcut. Okay, you can just put a plus here. Just put a plus here. That's all. Plus equal to, or the long cut is this: document dot query selector input dot value equals to, first fetch the value, whatever value is inside that. First fetch it. So document dot get sorry again query selector dot inp dot value plus your val. This is what you have to do. Something like this. See. So basically, don't read this for now. First, see what we are doing is first get the value, whatever is inside that particular thing. Get that value. It's like appending. Yes, exactly, Abdullah. It is appending. So first, get the value, whatever there is inside that input field. Get it for me. Then plus add the new value inside that, and then again put it in the input field. So this is what we're going to do. Now see, 1, I click. Now when I click on 2, first it will get whatever is inside the input field. So it will get 1, then plus it will add this 2 string. And see now, right? Guys, are we cleared? Everyone, please tell me, are we cleared? So this is what we're going to do. Simple. Yes, now you can plus equal to. So basically the shortcut for this is, you can simply write plus equal to val, which does the exact same thing. It is like this, guys. See, it is like append means adding something to the end. That is what append is. So I already had 1, so I clicked on 2, so I added 2 at the end. So append means adding something to the end. Okay, and guys, why I'm using plus equal to, I'll tell you. See, you know this, right, everyone? If you have ever learned normal programming, you know this. A equals to A plus 2. You know this, right? Forming A plus 2 and again putting the value in A. That is the logic that I'm using here. But I can also write it like this, right? A plus equal to 2, the shortcut. Forming A plus 2 and again whatever result I got, putting it in 2, putting it in A. Same thing. Document dot query selector dot input dot value equals to, first get the value, then plus the new value and put it again in the input field. That's the whole trick. I hope everyone is cleared with this. So this is the trick. Just like we can write A equals to A plus 2, like A plus equal to 2, same thing I can do here. If you want to write, you can write the full line. That's also fine. Totally fine. Now guys, here we go. The values are getting settled and amazing, right? Guys, all set. No issues at all. Now then, let's work about the calculation. Let's talk about the calculation. Now when I click on equal to, whatever things I have written here, they should be calculated, right? Whatever things I have written here, they should be calculated when I click on equal to, right? So now let's do that. So let's create a function called as calculate, something like that. And now let's do it. So first of all, calculate function will take this whole thing. First of all, calculate function will take this whole thing. First, take this. Then only we can perform calculation, right? So first take this whole thing. And to get that, no need to worry. Create a variable. Let's say var data equals, get the value, document dot query selector dot inp, get the complete value. That's it. Now inside this data, I have the complete value. To show you that, let me just log it in the console. So console.log data. Let's call this function on that button of equal to. So on click, here we go, calculate. Let's see, are we getting it? Inspect, open the console, and let's see. So 1, 2 multiplied by 4, 5 equal to. See that, guys? We get whatever is written inside the input field. Are we cleared, guys? Everyone? Cleared, right? We are getting whatever is written inside the input field. But now the main thing, how to perform the calculation. How can we know user has put what operator or how many operators or how many numbers? That is a very big pain. If I go ahead and extract all the operators from this, extract all the numbers, it will be a very big code and a lot of pain. So JavaScript has given you a very, very simple function called as, let me just do this here, called as eval, which basically evaluates the equation and performs the solution for you. Example, I'll give it here. See, eval, write any string inside it, any calculation equation like this, 34 minus 45. See, it gives you the answer. If I do 34 minus 45 multiplied by 90 divided by 56, it gives you the correct answer. Is that clear, everyone? So eval is an inbuilt function in JavaScript which can perform calculation on any given equation, and we're going to use that. That's all. So now, whatever data you get, perform a eval on it and store it. So let answer equals to eval the data and give me the answer. So eval will perform calculation on your string and will give you the answer like this. So here we go. Eval, this makes your code for logic short. Exactly, Namani. Because otherwise writing that logic will take around 2 to 3 hours, extracting all the operators, extracting all the numbers, understanding where operators are placed and all that stuff. Here we go, eval, simple. So eval, whatever data is coming from the input field, perform an eval on it and give me the answer. And now just put the answer back on that input field. So document dot query selector dot inp dot value, back to that what, guys? Just put the answer back. And that's it. That should be it. Let's see. Perform something. So let's say 12 plus 3 equal to, here we go, 15. Now 15, keep 15. Doesn't matter. Let the 15 be there. Minus 8 equal to. Let's perform a big calculation. 7 plus 23 plus 56 plus 23 multiplied by 8. Here we go. Is it clear, guys? That's what you have to do. Now we do not have to care for the operator precedence as well. Exactly, Abdullah. Exactly. You don't have to worry about that anymore. But guys, there is one issue. User can still go and edit this. What if you want to stop the user? It's very simple. User can still go and edit like this. What if you want to stop the user? So for that purpose, just go and add an attribute in your input field called as read only. This attribute will make it read only. That means now the user cannot write anything inside it. See, now you have blocked the user. Is that clear, everyone? So this is the basic. Now user can obviously go to inspect element and click all that stuff and change the HTML and do that, but that's a higher level thing for now. For the basics, yes, read only will block the user from doing anything here. Okay, now only whatever user does with these buttons is possible. User cannot write anything else. So that's the best part, right, guys? Everyone, I hope it is cleared. Please tell me, everyone. I really hope it is cleared. Now we forgot to click the make the clear logic, right? We also have to make the clear logic. So once user writes something and let's say if it decides no, I'm putting wrong, so clear should work. So let's do it. Function clear. Nothing big, guys. Just document dot query selector dot inp and just make the value blank. So value equals blank. That's all. Make the value. Can you please block this account who is spamming? Vishal, Paridhi, are you there? Okay, so now just call this clear function in here. Where is the button? Yep, here we go. On click clear. And that's it. That's all. So the decimal button. Yes. Let's add it. Let's add it. I'm just thinking now. See, the layout is so perfect. I'm just planning like where should I add it? Okay, let's add it here. Let's put the equal to on the last. Let's put it here. So dot decimal button, and on this I need to call set value, right? Set value, and my value will be dot. Now the equal to button is pushed below. Is that fine? You can make it big if you want. You can make this equal to button a little bigger, like this is your equal to button. So that's fine, right? This layout is also good, not bad. Good enough, right? Everyone. And I'm just planning to where is my controls? Little padding top, extra padding top actually. So this is padding top and bottom 20 pixel. Let's say I gave some extra padding from top, or I can just give margin top actually. So margin top of 20 pixel extra. Here we go. A little more gap here, or maybe 30 pixel. A little better layout like this. So now dot is also working. That's fine, right? So 1, 2, dot 8 multiplied by 7 equals to this. 00. Okay, fine, fine. Let's also, guys, one more button. Rahul is asking for 00. That's not tough, right, everyone? I think it's doable, right? So we could have 00 and cancel one number from input. Cancel one number. I don't understand. 00. We could have 00. Cancel one number. Yes. See, Shai, if we want to make it, then we have to learn a little more JavaScript. We have to learn, we have to go and learn substring and all that stuff. So that will become tough for the beginners, right? So that's why right now we're only having a simple clear button. If we have clear one, then they have to also learn substring and all that stuff. So it will become very tough. Understandable, Shai? Okay, now then let's go ahead and let's add a 00, right? Doable, right? Or let me do it, just that's fine. Let's add a 00. 00, something like that. And here we go. Fine. We also have a 00 now. Oh, you have to put it as a string because 00 is getting considered as a single zero. So put it like a string, and now here we go, 00. So now 100. Let's see if it is working actually. Minus 2, 98. Perfect. 00 works perfectly fine. Guys, making backspace is a little tricky. It will involve substringing. Do you want to learn that? So we can do input read only after we press equal to. Yes, you can do that. That's also fine. Why not? Everything is fine. It's totally fine. What is the use of let prior to the answer? Oh, base CCC. Let is a keyword in ES6. It's basically a replacement for var. You can also use var or you can use let. So let is like a ES6 concept. Okay, it's a new addition in JavaScript, not very new because it's added in 2015. So instead of var, you can use let, and actually it's a good practice. So we should avoid let. Now there's a difference between let and var, but right now we're focusing on DOM manipulation. That's why we are not considering it right now. But maybe, see guys, I told you about that music player lecture, right? Just everyone watch that essential. You'll understand what is the difference between var and let. Just go ahead and watch that essential. You'll understand what is the difference between var and let. They are kind of similar, but there's some minor difference that makes let a little better. Is that clear, everyone? Guys, are we cleared? Please tell me, everyone, are we cleared? Okay, now let's put dot on top actually. Let's put dot on top and clear and equal to at the end. Like this. Let's do a little gap here. Percentage and root. Why not? You can do that as well. But we also have to make that, right? Digital clock, guys. We also have to make digital clock. But see, now see, these are very easy things. Adding some more buttons and all that stuff. I'm going to be showing you one very great thing now. A little better thing. Because see, this percentage root, now you guys know, now you guys can add. Okay. But now, main thing. What if someone does this? What if someone does this, guys? Problem, right? What if someone does this? Now this is a bigger problem. Adding square root and adding percentage. Now you know how to do it. You can do that, right? Everyone, guys, please assure me. You guys can add all that percentage and all that calculation, right? Everyone, please tell me. INP value equals blank. Yeah, that's correct, CTO. So that's correct, buddy. Understanding the point, everyone. Percentage root you can do. I'm not going to use it because we have less time and we also have to make a digital clock. But this is important. Solving this. We should not allow how to clear only one digit. Okay, let me show you now. Guys, there is a, okay, first of all, then I have to teach. Guys, then we are canceling the plan of digital clock. Will that be fine? Should we cancel digital clock for today? I'll do everything then. You tell me. Should we cancel digital clock? Then let's do single cancellation, all that stuff. Adding root and all that stuff. What do you guys say? Okay, fine. So let me teach you single cancellation. Okay, let me teach you. So guys, see, first of all, there is a function called as substring. Okay, understand that, which helps you to cut a particular string. Okay, now see, everyone please focus. Let's say I have this string. Let's say let a equals Saurabh. Guys, now you have to focus, please, everyone. If you want to see how to make that single cancellation, you have to understand this first. So let a equals Saurabh. So now my a is basically a string Saurabh. Now let's say I want to cut that h. I want to cut that h, right? Last cutting, last digit cut. So how to do that? So for that, there's a function called as substring in JavaScript. Substring. Okay. And then in which you can pass your start. Now see, start is like, let's say I pass 4. 4 means the index. So the first character is always at the 0th index. So 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And second is where you want to end. So let's say I write 6. It gives me AB. Is that clear, guys? It is giving me AB. That means cancel the last string. I should start from 0 till the very last. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. In this case, it will be 6. Here we go. See that, everyone? Cancel clock. Okay, good enough. Guys, see. So this is what will cut the string for you. So first parameter is the index. Okay, and understand the index of the characters start from 0 because string is considered as an array. So this is 0, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, this is 6. And then second is the number of elements you want to cut. So start from 0 and cut 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It gives me SAURAB. Is it clear, guys? So first to mention from where to cut, second to mention how many characters to cut, and that's it. It will give you that much. Is it cleared, guys? Everyone, please tell me, are we cleared? Understandable? Is this understandable? Come on, I'm waiting for answers. I know the stream is delayed. Everyone. Exactly, just like slicing. Exactly. It is exactly like slicing. Exactly. Okay. Guys, are we cleared? Please tell me. So first is from where to cut. In our case, we are always going to start from 0. Second is basically how much to cut. Okay. Are we cleared? But now there is one issue. Exactly, Abdullah. We don't know how many characters we will have. Sometimes we might have 7 characters. Sometimes we might have 8 characters. Sometimes we might have 20 characters. We don't know how many characters we have. But we are sure that I always want to cut the last character. So if I in any way calculate the number of characters, so see, the length of characters, the length of the string is 7 and this is 6. Whatever I put here will always be 1 less than the number of characters. So in this case, I can do something like this. A dot substring, start from 0 and then a dot length, whatever is the string length minus 1. And it will always give me. Yes, it is an inbuilt function. Now see, no matter how big your a is, it will always give you perfectly. Is it cleared, guys? Now if I say a becomes, let's say, a bigger character like let's upgrade, something like that, and still if I do this, see, only the last character gets cutted, e. Yes, Rahul, substring is a function which helps you to cut a string. Everyone, are we cleared? Please tell me, guys. Are we cleared with substring? So first you mention from where to cut. Second, you mention how many elements to cut. And since we have decided that we only want to cut the last character, it's totally fine for us to just mention this length of the string -1. Guys, are we cleared? All set? Can we move ahead now? Should we use this? So let's get a function for this now. Function, let's call it backspace, right? Let's call it backspace. And first I need the data. So let data equals something like this only. So first of all, let's get the data. Can we use pop method to cut from the last? Yogesh, if we use pop, it will just give you it just returns the last element. It doesn't cut it. It only gives you the last element. It only returns it. It doesn't actually cut it. It doesn't give you a new string with the cutting part. See, in this case, we get a new string with the cutted part. Pop will only give you the last element. That's all. It will not cut it for you. It will not return a new string with the cutted value. Cleared? And now then perform the substring. So let call it new data, this variable. New data equals data dot substring, start from 0, and then data dot length -1. That's it. And then whatever new data you got, just set it back again. That's all. Whatever new data you got, just set it back again. So we take the string, cut the last element, and again put it. That's all. Take the string, cut the last character, and put it back. And now let's create a button for this as well. So guys, what should we call it? I think we should directly put it on C. C is for backspace, right? We should create one more button for clear all. So I think it's AC, right? Everyone? AC is it? Or is it something else? C or AC? What do we call it? Let's call it AC. All clear. I don't know what does it mean in real calculators, but I'm just putting it as AC. And here we go. See now? So now if I write 4, 5, 6, see now? Single cut. Is it clear? And clear all will clear everything. Ah, I didn't call it. Wait. Why my clear all is not working now? Have I made a mistake somewhere, guys? I might have made a mistake somewhere. On click clear. What's the issue? Guys, can you find any issue here? Clear all. It was working right earlier, perfectly working. I think I made any issue, some issues here maybe. Ah, now it's working. Strange. Very strange. But that's fine. Okay, it's working now. How to use root in that button? So you just again you have to put the formula of calculating the root. That's it. Just have to calculate the formula. That's all. Just a button and formula calculation. That's all. So everyone, have it cleared? Okay, let's add square root button. Should we, guys? Let's add square root button. I can see a lot of people are suggesting it. I think Rahul is especially asking it. So let's add a square root button as well. But for that, do we have any icon here for square root? Okay, let's just write sqrt for that. Doesn't matter. So guys, let's get a button. Just write sqrt. Here we go. Sqrt. So now whatever number I type here, if I need square root, I can click on this button. So create a function, guys. Function square root. And then whatever number is there, take that number. So first of all, take that data. and perform a square root. So math, so let answer equals, just give me a second. Okay, so let answer equals math dot, there's an inbuilt function in JavaScript called sqrt. So math dot sqrt, and put your data in this by converting it to a number because it's a string, right? Number, and pass your data, and it will give you the perfect square root. And then finally you can again put back the answer. Here we go, answer. That's it, solved, guys. Yes, I'll do that, Abdullah, don't worry. I will definitely do that because I mentioned that, right? So I'll definitely do that, don't worry. So guys, this is, here we go, square root. So first get the data, then perform a math.sqrt. It's an inbuilt function in JavaScript, math.sqrt. Pass your data, but you know that your data is coming as a string, so you need to apply number on that so that it is converted to number, and then your answer is done, and then put the answer back. Where have I not given value? Can you put the square root symbol? Yes, you can also do that. First of all, let's check it if it is working. So 49 square root. Some issue. We didn't call it right. So sorry, we didn't call it properly. We're still calling backspace there. So here we go. Square root. Now let's see. Let's see. 49 square root. Here we go. 7. Right? Clear all. 25 square root. Here we go. 5. Is it cleared, Rahul? I hope you're cleared now. Okay, everyone. Sir, can you put the square root symbol? Yes, it's just an icon, right? You just have to find out the icon. Or you can also find the Unicode. Let's search for HTML Unicode for square root symbol. Either you can put an image as well. See, here we go. It is this one. Okay, let me just go to some good site. Okay, here we go. Here's the hex code. Here we go. HTML code for this square root. Take this. This is the symbol for square root, guys. Unicode. And just put it there as a text. Remove this sqrt and put this. That's it. Cleared? See that, guys? Any inbuilt function for trigonometric operations? Yes, math object. Math.sin, math.cos, math.tan, cot, sec, cosec, everything is there. Santosh. So yes, everything is there. So guys, are we cleared with this? So again, see guys, it's not tough. Put an image, put an icon, put a font awesome icon, put anything you want here. That's all. So you can find out HTML Unicode for a lot of things. See, you can also find out HTML Unicodes for arrows and all that stuff. In this case, I use this HTML Unicode. See, HTML code for square root. And here we go. Now you have a proper square root symbol. Guys, no more functionality addition, right? Done. Because I want to discuss that logic with you. Right, everyone? Guys, should we discuss that? Please tell me, should we discuss that now? Guys, should we discuss that operator issue? Because see, I have seen a lot of people making calculator, but I have never seen people discussing this issue, that people can also do this. Now, fine, if your user is good, he will not do this. But what if someone does this and tries this? They will never get an answer, obviously. It's not an issue, guys, because they will never get an answer. But still, it's bad, right? They will never get an answer, but it is still bad. Correct, guys? So let's solve it. Let's solve it. So that once user puts an operator, after that, it should be a number. Now, for that, we're going to make a logic. Okay, now then focus on the logic, guys. Focus on the logic. Focus on the logic. So now, in this set value, I'm going to pass one more parameter. First will be value. Second will be, let's say, type. What is it? Is it a number or is it operator? Understandable, guys? There are two arguments now. Val type. So now here I'm going to do this. See, 1, comma, let's say I pass, or you can also pass true or false, but let's pass like this, number. So basically this is a number. That's what I'm passing, number. So 1 is a number, 2 is an, or actually, why to do this? let's set a default parameter that everything by default will be number. Okay, but some of them may be a type, some of them may be an operator. So wherever you have operators, pass second parameter as operator. So see guys, by default the value of this type parameter will be number, so no need to pass number for all of this. By default for them, type will be considered as number, but for this I'm passing a specific argument, that is operator. So when this will go, this type will become operator. For this particular click, this type will become operator. That's all. So wherever you have operators, do this thing. In here as well, in here as well, and in here as well, and here as well. That's it. Okay. Now let me show you. Let me show you. Just console.log it. Let's see if we are actually getting this type. What are we getting it? See now. Focus everyone. So by default, the value of the type is what? See now. Okay, let me just zoom it a little bit. If I click on 1, see, I get number. See that everyone? 2 is number, 3 is number, 4 is number. If I click on plus, I get operator. If I click on multiplication, I get operator. If I click on this slash, I get operator. If I click on this, what do you say? Minus, operator. But on number, I only get number. So now we are able to differentiate them. Now we are able to differentiate the clicks. Right, guys? Everyone. Now, again, guys, this is only one way of doing it. There are multiple ways of doing it. Understand that. If you want to learn, I can also show you it in one more way. Okay. But first of all, tell me, are you understanding this much? Guys, are you understanding this much? Please tell me. Everyone, please tell me. Now just 2 lines of code and done. Understanding this much now? How we are identifying? So by default, I'm keeping type as number. So no need to pass types for actual numbers. For them, by default type is number. But when you pass operator, then in that case, it will come as operator. Now, we just have to write an if and else. That's all. So here now, I just have to check if type comes as operator. So let's create a variable, guys, on top called as let op, that stands for operator, equals false, or maybe equals true, something like that. Or no, equals false, something like that. Okay, so by default op is false. So if type comes as operator, I simply make op equals true. Right, I simply make op equals true. Understandable, guys? And now here I'm simply going to do this. If op equals false, okay, now we have to think a little bit here. We have to think a little bit. If op is false, then only do this. So do it. op will become true. But yes, the number should come, right? That's the issue. Oh, okay, fine. Not an issue. So what we can do is, we don't have to do this much actually. If it is number, let the value go. Okay, correct. So if op is false and type is number, then only allow this. Otherwise, don't allow this. That's all. Something like this we can do. Let's try. So see, guys, the whole logic is by default op is false. If an operator comes, op becomes true. And I need to perform this only if op is false. And yep, let this be down here. Okay. Now let's check this, guys. Time to check it. And yes, after this, please make op false again. After performing this, please make op false again. Let's see, guys. I'm not sure if it will work. Let's see first of all if it is working. So 1, 2, 3 are going. Plus, okay, it's not going. So that's an issue. By default, op is false, right? That's the issue. So guys, now we need to think of a logic. We need to think of a logic. See, first of all, let's think of the logic. If it is number, let it go. That means, fine. Let's write the condition by thinking, guys. If it is a number, no need to worry. Let it go, right? So I can do this. If type is equal to number, don't worry, guys. We'll shorten up the logic after some time. But first of all, let's do it like beginners. So if it is a number, let it go. I don't care because numbers are not a thing to worry about. Let it go. Fine. That's fine. Now for operators, I need to check it. Okay. So if it is an operator, so let's do this. Type is equal to operator. There is one simple mistake that we are doing somewhere. Then let it go only for the first time. After that, it should not go. So guys, what should we do? Let it go only for the first time. After that, it should not be. If type is operator and okay, yep, that's fine. If type is operator and OP is false, yep, that's what we can do. Then allow this. Then allow this as well. And make OP true. Make OP true. And here, after writing a number, make OP false again. I think now this will work. Don't worry, I'll explain you. First, let me check if it is working. I just thought of this problem and I explained you this. So for numbers working, first operator comes and after this, see, now it cannot come. And now number again can come, but after that operator can come. And that's fine. See, minus, now I cannot put multiple minuses. I have to put a number, then only I can put a minus. So now the logic, guys, let's understand the logic. So first of all, if the type is number, I don't care. Let it go. Let it go. And make the OP false. That means OP was initially false and I again make it false. I don't care. Just make the OP false because there is no operator. But if the user clicks an operator, okay, and only if OP is false initially, then put that operator and make OP true. That means OP will take care of, if operator is true, that means there is one operator at the end. If OP is true, that means there is one operator at the end. Right? Now, until and unless OP become false again, I'm not going to allow you to put number. And to make OP false again, you have to put a number. Then only OP becomes false. And only if OP is false, then I'll allow you to put the operator. That's it. That's it. And that's it. So now see, if it is a number, allow it. Now if I clicked it, it allowed it and made OP false. That means now operator is allowed. If I click an operator, so basically this condition ran because type is operator. And as soon as this happens, I make OP true. That means now OP is true. That means now you're not allowed to put any other operator. Why? Because see, only if OP is false, then you're allowed to put operator. That means now you have to make OP false again. And to make OP false, you need to put a number again. That's it. Is the logic clear, guys? See, I know that it's a little logical thing, but I hope you're understanding this. Is this cleared, guys? Everyone, are we cleared? Please tell me. Guys, are we cleared? Everyone, please tell me, everyone. Are we cleared? And I think, yes, this should be also working for dots, right? Because we cannot also put consecutive dots. Consecutive dots should not be allowed, right? You cannot have 12.2, right? So consecutive dots should not be allowed. So just go ahead to the dot and just, oh, I have already passed it. No need to worry. See, I have already passed operator on dot. No need to worry. I thought I've not passed it. I've already passed it. That's fine. That means you cannot put consecutive dots. See, one dot and done. Now put other number and then only you can put a dot if you want or some other operator. So everyone, are we cleared with the whole calculator? So basically now this calculator is almost perfect. I cannot say it's perfect because there might be some bugs. There might be something else left. Okay, but yep. Now based on this logic, you can move ahead a little bit more in JavaScript. So I hope you guys understood the calculator. I was planning to make something else, but you guys suggested me that no, we want to learn calculator. So here we are. I hope everyone who asked for calculator is satisfied with this. So what if user presses plus and then thinks he need to put minus or any other operator? Then he has the clear button, right? Then he has this, right? 56, then plus. Oh, I forgot. I put a plus. Cut that and then put a minus. right? Okay, we have no. Oh yes, good, 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 good control, good thinking. So for this, guys, see, now Shai here has a good doubt. He's asking about. Okay, now first of all, I can give this as I can give this as you guys. I can give this to you guys as an assignment. But again, it's a little complicated thing. So let's do it. So what Shai is saying is, if you do 25 plus and then you put C, so basically you removed it, but now you cannot do it because you already made it false, right, everyone? Now you guys tell me the answer. Shai, why don't you give the answer, buddy? It's a really good doubt. So can I hear an answer from you? It's very simple. Answer is of only one line. Anyone, come on. Any answer here? Any answer? Yes, now we have to write a lot of code for that, guys. I know that 88.9.2 is also a mistake, but again, then we need to do a lot of checking. That's what it is. So basically, now we have to depend on that eval will not even give an answer. We can simply say this value is mistaken, something like that. Are you getting the point? Like, if we perform an error checking for everything, it will become very, very long. So what we can do is, you can also tell the error, you can also tell the user to fix their issues like this. See, if you pass eval 89.9.2 minus 23, see, it gives you an error, right? So once you get something like this, an error, you can display a message that please correct your values. Because see, you cannot perform a validation for everything. Add op exactly. Good answer, Art. Good answer, buddy. You just have to go and add. Where is our backspace? Just add op equals to false in this as well. That's it. That's all, guys. So it was something that you guys can think of actually. So now you're allowed 23 plus. I forgot. I created and I again do it. Now it's allowed. Good answer. That's a really good answer, Art. It's a really good thinking. So guys, see, only add op false in backspace and that's fine. It is settled now. Now, as I said, it is not perfect. If you guys think of, there might be some issues still arising, but that is now for you to solve. Sit, make it, think, and solve. Because see, we have already used around 1.5 hours and we have made this, right? But yes, if I sit for maybe 2 more hours, I can make this much more better. But now I'm leaving it up to you. Make it much more better. Submit your calculators as your assignment and give it to me. Is it cleared? Yes, exactly. We have to use try and catch only because that is an exception arising, right? When the eval gets wrong, an exception arises. Now again, if we have some more extra time, we can add the validation for multiple decimals as well. But it's just we don't have that much time, right? We have already used 1.5 hours and the session was of 1 hour. So now I'm leaving it up to you to do some more validations, to do some more checkings. Right, guys? I hope you guys will do that, right? Yes, I remember Jagdish. I remember that the time is the issue now. Hmm. Can we write anything beside OP? Yes, you can call it operator. You can call it OPT. Call it OPT. That's it. Are you asking this? Like, can we write anything other than OP, or is it a question like, can I create one more variable after OP? What exactly is the question? Art? Mods, can you please put the submission assignment submission link in the chat? Okay. Jagdish is asking a question, guys, that he is asking about theme changes. Like, is there any way he can change the theme or something like dark mode and light mode, something like that? Okay, so let's consider. Okay, I'll give you one idea actually. See, I'll give you one idea. If you want to do it with plain JavaScript, you can create two classes, one called as dark, one called as, let's say, light. Okay, and inside dark, write all the properties that you want to perform on. I think I have also done it in some essentials. See, we don't. I would have showed you if we have more time, but I think in some essential I have done that. I don't remember. In some essential I have done that. Okay, guys. See, don't worry. Jagdish, you still want answers, right? Don't worry. What I'll do is I'll prepare a very simple HTML page for you where I'll write this logic of dark and light theme. Okay, so everyone just go to LetsUpgrade.in, sign up, and join the community. It's completely free. I'm also on the community. You can write down your questions and all that stuff there, and you can just put tag me by writing @ and my profile name, and I can read your question and answer you. So Dakjis, will it be good if I put my file there, guys? Jagdish, will that be fine, buddy? Because see, I know that if I just explain you, it will not be enough. I should have made it, but we don't have that much time, right? So just go on LetsUpgrade.in, guys, and just join the community. It's completely free. I'm also there on the community. You can ask your questions there and all that stuff. And please be there, be connected. You can put your coding questions, you can share your knowledge there. A lot of people are there that will answer your questions and also see your articles and all that stuff. Okay, so it's very helpful. And Jagdish, I'll put this thing there, and you can find it there. Okay, I'll just write dark light example, something like this. I'll name the file and I'll upload it there. You can find out there. Okay, and guys, see, this was only a 3-day course, so I know that we didn't learn enough, right? We have learned only some basics of DOM manipulation, like selecting elements, updating attributes, updating CSS, and some basic calculations. Now this is only like very small things. Again, if you want, as I said earlier as well, if you want to learn more, if you want to learn the complete full stack development, if you want to make projects like Facebook, projects like Netflix, and you want to learn how those streaming logic, chatting, and all that stuff works, you guys can also join our full stack development course. It's again, you have to just go on letsupgrade.in. You can check it out there. You can join it with me. I'll teach you there from scratch till the end, a complete 6-month course. After 6 months, you'll be having experience of 15 plus projects, and hopefully you'll become a full stack developer as well. Not hopefully, you'll definitely become a full stack developer. I'm sure about that. Okay, so please, you guys, if you want, you guys can check out our courses and you guys can learn with me. Okay, so that's it, guys. Now this code will be available, and please complete this, add your own features. It's totally fine, you're free to add your own features. Go ahead, add your own features in this calculator, and please submit it. Okay, everyone, so that's it, guys. That's it. Done with 3 days. I really hope that you guys enjoyed all the sessions. So please let me know, everyone in the chat, guys, please spam it if you guys have enjoyed the session, if you guys have found some value, if you guys have learned something. Spam something in the chat so that I can see that you guys have enjoyed it, actually, because that keeps me motivated, right? So that's it, guys. That's it for today. That's it for this essential. Now I will see you maybe in the next essentials, or if you join the course, then yep, in the course. How do you get you as a teacher? How do you get you? I don't understand the question, CTSO. Are you asking how do I become a teacher? Is it like that? Everyone? I don't understand the question, CTSO. That's great. That's great. Okay. So now, guys, that's it, everyone. That's it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. And I'll see you in the next essentials. Bye bye, guys. Bye bye, everyone. Where we submit our assignment, I think it is there in the link is in the chat, right? Varuna, have you put the link in the chat for submitting the assignment? Thank you so much, Bhargav. Thank you so much, Art. Thank you so much, Anuj. How do we get you as a teacher, as our teacher? Okay, if you join it, after, if you're talking about after joining, just join the course once and then let them know. Talk to the people. They will allot you a proper batch. So there are a lot of batches going on. So if you join it, you just have to tell the what do you say, team, and they will allot you a proper batch, CTSO. Okay, so guys, the code files will be shared. So I hope you guys have registered for the course. If you have not registered, then we'll be unable to send you the code files. So I really hope that you guys have registered for the course, and also please join the community, because these files will be shared in the email for the registered people, and also these files will be shared on the community. To join the community, guys, please just go on letsupgrade.in. Okay, and once you go on this site, sign yourself up, and then you'll simply see this community option. Okay, see, This is the community. Just sign up and that's it. You're in the community already. CTSO, so once you join the course, buddy, you can just tell them that I want this batch and they will allot you accordingly, CTSO. Definitely, Gulshan. Definitely, buddy. Definitely. Okay, so that's it, guys. Thank you so much, everyone. I really hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next essentials or in the course. Bye bye, guys. Bye, everyone. Have a great night. See you. Bye bye.